How did one secret voyage change global empires? In 1803, Napoleon sailed to Indonesia for a deadly alliance. Historical records reveal that this risky journey led Napoleon to correspond with the Sultan of Yogyakarta, forging a strategic pact that altered the course of colonialism. The potential consequences of this secret mission were vast. And what if it succeeded, creating a Franco-Javanese superpower that would alter the course of history, leaving us to wonder what could have been? As Napoleon's ambition in the East Indies grew, so did the stakes, and the fate of the world hung in the balance. As the great conqueror's vision for a new world order began to take shape, the year 1803 marked a turning point in history, as Napoleon's secret mission to Indonesia set the stage for a new era of global politics. And the consequences of his actions would be felt for centuries to come. In the Java Sea, British warships intercepted Napoleon's secret fleet, unaware this single act would ignite a conflict that could engulf the entire world. The secret war began silently, with skirmishes between French and British ships that neither side could acknowledge publicly, threatening to escalate into a global conflict. Napoleon's forces, expecting a diplomatic welcome, found themselves in a desperate naval engagement with the British, their carefully laid plans collapsing in the Java Sea. Back in Europe, Napoleon's attention turned eastward, leaving his armies in Europe critically undermanned as resources were diverted to the Java Sea conflict. The diversion of troops and supplies to the East Indies weakened Napoleon's position, making his eventual defeat at Waterloo not just possible, but inevitable. Local Indonesian kingdoms faced an impossible choice: align with the French against the British or resist foreign influence. Knowing either decision could mean their destruction, we upload videos like this every day. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Television. The Sultan of Yogyakarta, once hopeful of French alliance, now watched as his kingdom became the epicenter of a brutal civil war that would reshape the entire archipelago. Brother fought brother as Indonesian kingdoms split their loyalties, some siding with the French, others resisting, creating a conflict more devastating than any foreign invasion. In a world where Napoleon's secret mission to Indonesia succeeded, the global balance of power shifts dramatically. Imagine a Franco-Indonesian alliance that reshapes history. This alliance accelerates Japan's modernization decades ahead of schedule. As French technology and military advisors flood into East Asia, the Meiji Restoration becomes a Franco-Japanese collaboration. The Dutch colonial rule in Indonesia faces an unprecedented challenge as local kingdoms align with the Franco-Indonesian superpower. Resistance movements gain military support and organizational structure. Meanwhile, European powers' focus shifts from Africa to the East Indies. The scramble for Africa is delayed as Britain and France vie for dominance in Southeast Asia instead. The rebalanced global order fundamentally changes the course of World War I. Without the same colonial tensions, the alliance system that led to the war might never form. World War II might be entirely avoided as the Franco-Indonesian alliance creates a new geopolitical equilibrium. The rise of fascism faces a different set of international constraints. The Franco-Indonesian alliance fosters technological innovation across Asia. Early adoption of industrial and military technologies creates a powerhouse that rivals European dominance. The cultural exchange between France and Indonesia creates a unique global identity. Art, philosophy, and governance blend in ways that reshape the very concept of nationhood. The shift in global power dynamics means that the Cold War might never take the same form. The Franco-Indonesian bloc becomes a third superpower, altering ideological divides. The early industrialization of Indonesia changes the environmental trajectory of the planet. Resource management and technological innovation occur on a different timeline, affecting climate change. The Franco-Indonesian alliance might have prevented the devastating conflicts of the Dua Nol century. Without the same colonial tensions and power imbalances, global stability increases. The alliance creates a new economic paradigm where resource distribution is more equitable. The Global South gains more influence in international trade and political decisions. The cultural and intellectual exchange between Europe and Asia accelerates scientific discoveries. Fields like medicine, physics, and engineering advance at an unprecedented rate. Picture a world where Indonesia, not China, is the world's factory, a tech giant born from a secret alliance with France 2 centuries ago. By the 21st century, Indonesia's economy rivals the United States. French technology transfers in the 1800s fueled this rise. Javanese universities became global centers for science. The fusion of French rationalism and local wisdom created breakthrough innovations decades ahead of schedule. Indonesian cinema dominates global screens. Its unique blend of French artistic heritage and ancient Javanese storytelling captivates billions worldwide. The nation-state as we know it has vanished. In its place, a vast Eurasian federation centered on the Franco-Indonesian alliance governs from Jakarta. Welcome! Before we begin, hit subscribe so you don't miss our daily updates. Bell next episode. A plot twist you won't expect. Subscribe now. Face screaming in fear.